known Ron since we were kids hanging out at the beach, surfing and fishing. He was also into motorbikes and go-karts, anything that went fast really, and as soon as he got his driver's license, he was into cars. He became a really good mechanic and had a passion for finding cars that needed some TLC and turning them into something special. Like many others that find themselves in the same shop shoes, one car becomes two, and two becomes four, and before you know it, you have a car collection. While I knew he was into cars, I didn't know the extent of his collection until I asked him if he had a car I could use in a photo shoot I had set up with the Hooters Calendar Girl. He said, bring her over and pick any car in the garage and he'd pull it out for the pictures. The red Lamborghini Countach looked awesome, but was buried in the back, so I chose his yellow, blown 57 Chevy that was parked closer to the door and more accessible. The void it left made just enough room to get a few pictures of Christine standing next to the Countach, while Ron got the 57 Chevy in position. Once I got the pictures I wanted, I took Christine over to where Ron had parked his car. That turned out to be a pretty good shoot, as Christine and the Chevy complemented each other perfectly. It's hard to say which was the best view. Christine walking up to the car to get ready for our photo shoot, or Ron driving away after we were done taking pictures. I think it's safe to say both were pretty incredible. My day wasn't done with Christine just yet, as I took her to another location for more pictures that took us into the night and the shallow end of the pool. can go this way just a little bit. Back, yeah, just like that. Several years later, I ran into Ron at a car show in 2014. And this time I was blown away to find out he had added this Ferrari F40 to his collection. I thought he was into Camaros and Corvettes, so it was surprising to see him with one of the greatest Ferraris of all time. He told me his collection had grown a bit since we did the photo shoot with this '57 Chevy. He invited me over to check it out and graciously allowed me to record this video as he gave me a tour of his garage.
Rumble in the jungle.
Neighbors love you.
They're pretty cool. You gotta check the engine out. You don't look like she used to.
It wasn't black either, was it? Or was it?
Yep. She was black. I painted it for him like in '82. I think, put the flares on and painted it in '82, '83.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Very nice. Have you brought that to the show before?
I took it to one they had up at Germain Arena a couple years ago, but I haven't had it to the Ferrari show yet. So
oh man, look at that.
This is gonna be it.
Wow, your models are as stacked as my models.
Her debut in Naples. Get all this crap off there. I've already started.
Ron, show me what you got.
Hey, this is a '69 El Camino SS 396 original motor, air-conditioned car, rust-free from California. It was built in Fremont. Gonna need a lot of love, a whole lot of love. But there's no rust to deal with. Come over here and take a look. I got it stripped down. And what kind of sand it is now. There's absolutely no rust in all the typical spots that usually come through, but it's just got dents but no rust. So, and it was a bench seat car. I'm gonna make it a bucket seat console, but other than that, I'm gonna leave it all totally original. The original color was this ugly green. I'm gonna do it black with a black vinyl top.
What are you gonna put up front here?
What's that?
Engine wise.
396 has the original motor. This is the hood for that '66 Corvette. But this is kind of how we bought it. It was all in pieces and saves you from having to tear it apart. I'm sure we'll probably be missing a few parts, but we'll be able to find them.
That's a good project car. You got anything else?
Got a couple. This is a '69 ZL1 clone with the all aluminum 427, and it's all complete. It's finished. Just don't have any room to park it up front.
This is the same color as the hood that was in there with the El Camino. Is it?
This is a little more yellow. That's like a lighter. Different. If you you can tell right there the difference. Actually, here's the paint. Let you see, it's a little creamier. That's what '66 was.
Nice. So what's up above?
That's a '69 427 tri-power Vet. I'm going to be doing a full restoration on in about a month. Frame off, do a total top to bottom restoration on it for a customer. Red and black interior, numbers matching engine. Nice solid car. Came out of Cocoa Beach.
That's pretty rare for being on the beach too.
Yeah. 69 427.
And you just finished that?
This one's been done probably about 4 years. That yellow Camaro has been done about 2 years. Future project is a 69 Hugger Orange Rally Sport Z28. That's all numbers matching. Has the original spare in the trunk. Pretty good body. A little bit of rust, but not too bad. But it needs a full restoration. That'll be a future project.
What's tucked in the cover underneath?
That's Nelson's 73 365 GT4 BB Boxer. It's only got 5,000 miles on it. It's been here since 1990.
Just been sitting there, huh?
We kind of got it running in 2003, and Nelson came over and he ran 2 hard laps around the block about as hard as he could. I thought for sure the cops would come, but they never did. And fortunately, he died in 2004. And we started it a couple times since, but it needs time to go, so it needs to have the stuff done to it before you really should drive the car.
And the yellow here?
This is a customer 66 Corvette, just doing a paint job on it. It's a 427. Nice car. Kind of rare. It's a Sunfire yellow with green interior. Kind of an unusual combination, but nice car.
And
that's 69 G20 that was black that Joji had, and kind of been taken all apart to that stage, and it's pretty much full restoration. That'll be in line with the orange Camaro behind us to get put together. Hopefully I got enough time left. And then the 70 Chevelle SS. It's a 4-speed with air car.
454?
Yeah, it was bought brand new at the Fort Lauderdale Chevrolet dealership. Found the build sheet in the car. And, needs full restoration, but it's not too bad of a car. Pretty solid. Yes.
Well, it looks like you got a lot to keep you busy. Is that all you got?
That's it back here in the workshop.
Wait a minute, you mean there's more? There's another shop?
What do you think, Lila? What do you think, let's do?
Lila's the shop manager.
She runs the boat, see? She's the big cheese. You're the big cheese, aren't you, little girl? Well, in the back corner is a 68 Rally Sport G28 from California, pretty much all rust-free car. And next to it is a 67 Rally Sport Z28, pretty much rust-free. It's a solid car, got the original bill of sale with it. 302. This is a 69 Z10 pace car, original big block car. Supposedly they built 300 Z10s, and out of those 75 were big block cars. And there's 18 on the National Registry, and this is one of them. So, got air conditioning. Pretty nice car. Good driving car. Only automatic car I got.
Were they all hardtops, or did they have a convertible?
The convertible is a Z11, which is this up here. And they built 3,600 of those. But the coupes, they only built 300. And they don't have an exact number on it, but very rare. You don't see them very often. This is a 69 Rally Sport Z28. Had it when I was a teenager. Sold it to a friend and got it back and restored it about 15 years ago. Got the original Cross Ram GM set up on it. Nice car. Got 1970 El Camino Ls6. I bought it in 97 with 74 miles on it. Got 280 miles on it now. Dragged it to a few car shows, but like a brand new car, really. Probably belongs in a museum, but I'm glad I got it. Next to it is a 57 Chevy, kind of done like the old Project X car, with a blower on it, yellow, fun old hot rod. This is a 1980 Ferrari Boxer Bb 512. 1986 from a basketball player, played for the Boston Celtics. And offered him about 20 grand less than what he was asking for it. That's all I could scrounge up as a young pup, and damn if he didn't call me in a couple weeks and said he'd take it, so I went and got it.
How was the seat? Was it modified so he could fit in it? So a tall person could fit in
Actually,
it?
it's a very open car. Even Marvin Leitner, you know, Marv, bigger guy, he got in, he said he just couldn't believe how much room's in there, so I guess he was able to fit in it pretty comfortably, but I don't think anything was modified. It's the new Camaro ZL1 supercharged, 580 horse. Got a couple hundred miles on that. I haven't driven too much, but it's a fun ride.
Is it fast?
Go fast for a big heavy car.
What's this black one?
This black one is a body in white Camaro that we built a street car out of. Comes as just a shell. Show a little bit of that. Comes as a shell, and you kind of build it as you like. This one we did a 69 Camaro dash in it. Happened to be the same width between the A-pillars as a 69 Camaro, so we kind of converted that to fit in there. C6 Corvette suspension on the front, a Ford 9-inch in the back, a 4-link setup. Did the LS7 427 Corvette motor in it with a cam. And kind of cleaned everything up under the hood and just made it sleek and smooth.
Very nice.
Let's see if this one will start. Got a very nice rumble. Sounds like an old hot rod with the cam and everything.
One more time. I didn't show the race seats. Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had a really nice rumble to it.
It does. It's got a cool. Especially the more it warms up, it comes off full loop. So then it's freaking. It's done that every once in a while when you fire it up and it backfires, and the tuner hadn't been able to figure out why it does that yet, but hopefully eventually it'll be able to. This is an '89 Lola. P8900. It was owned by Dick Simon, raced by Eric Leindyke in the '89 Indy 500. Qualified 6th, blew up while he was in 6th place. And, I've had it about 15 years. We raced in a vintage series with it. Won the points championship in 2001. And, blast to drive. Blast to drive.
What are you charging now?
The F40. The 1990 F40. I bought it from a fellow in Ohio. It was bought brand new by Will Clark, played for the San Francisco Giants. Got taken away by the IRS. And was taken down in Southern California from him to be sold, I guess, by the IRS. And it was in the car dealership when the movie Gone in 60 Seconds was being shot. And it's behind that Roger guy on there.
My name's Roger. Sir, may I be of some help?
That's funny. My name's Roger. Two Rogers don't make a right. Roger, I have a problem.
Yes.
I've been in LA for 3 months now. I have money, I have taste. But I'm not on anybody's A-list, and Saturday night is the loneliest night of the week for me.
Well, a Ferrari would certainly change that.
Perhaps. But you know, this is the one. Yes. I saw 3 of these parked outside the local Starbucks this morning, which tells me only one thing. There's too many self-indulgent wieners in this city with too much bloody money. Now, if I was driving a 1967 275 GTB4 Cam,
You would not be a self-indulgent wiener, sir. You would be a connoisseur.
precisely, champagne would fall from the heavens, doors would open, velvet ropes would part.
I don't have one here. However, I do have one in the warehouse.
Superb. What else do you have in the warehouse?
Had about 3 or 4 shots in that movie. Kind of gives us some neat history. Got about 4,000 miles on it. Awesome car. It's like a race car for the street, really.
Are you ready to take it out on the road?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Ron, this is you here, right? This is it?
Yeah, that's out in Phoenix International Raceway. That was in 1995. We raced there and out in Long Beach, California that year. Sure enough.
I remember when those pictures were taken.
Hey, you know her?
I don't know.
You know those?
I don't know either. Come to the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
You won't do it.
But hey, you just asked out of the house. You know, easy killer. Lila, come here.
Thinks it's the lowest out of all your cars.
Yes.
And it's as low as the race car.
Yeah, it's down there. No, that's the race car is jacked up. It's, it's in the box.
Okay.
Yeah. That white almost touches the ground on the race car.
Mm-hmm. So that's what Ron's garage looked like in 2003 when I brought Hooters Calendar Girl Christine over to do a photo shoot. We also got to look at the new additions and changes he had made to his collection when I returned in 2014 to check out his Ferrari F40 that he was prepping for a car show. While there, I installed my GoPro in the F40 and briefed Ron on how to operate it so we could capture him driving to the car show the next morning. I would retrieve the camera the following day, only to be surprised by Ron taking me for a ride in his F40 to visit another amazing collection that featured all the Ferrari supercars. It was a magical day, one I'll never forget, and I'll be posting how it all went down in a future video. I also returned to his garage in 2020 to see his latest acquisition, and he pulled all 5 of his Ferraris out of the garage for a group shot, so watch for that in an upcoming video as well. It was so cool to see how far Ron has come from his humble beginnings to all that he has amassed today. He's worked very hard and earned all of it. Fueled by his passion and smart decisions, he's bought, restored, traded, and sold his way to the collection he has today. And it's a safe bet he isn't done yet. And hopefully, I'll be there again to capture it all on video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video from one photographer's life.